Chapter 11. Blood Runs Red. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm the Nufferdog, and welcome back to some more Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. In the last episode, we finished freeing some prisoners that had been captured by Dayan, and in this episode, we finally reached the port where we're gonna get on a ship to sail to Benyon. Welcome to Toha, Crimea's westernmost port city. What's with this place? The people are going on about their business. Why aren't they worried about Dayan, about the war? It's because this area is fairly isolated. Dayan's army hasn't come this far, and so life goes on as before. Dayan's plan is to seize the capital, then slowly and steadily expand its sphere of influence until it controls everything. Surely these people have some idea of what's happening. Ignorance is a form of bliss, is it not? These people don't know what it's like to lose a war. They don't want to know. Crimea as a nation has always been blessed by peace. Perhaps this is due to the temperament of the rulers, but the country hasn't seen serious warfare for centuries. While minor skirmishes with the Kingdom of Dayan have been legion, only the eastern borderlands have taken damage. And yet even I know this peace will not last. When we met Dayan forces on our scouting mission, they attacked us merely for being within the Crimean border. Humans are shameless creatures that carelessly ignore any misfortune which does not befall them directly. They can, and often do, turn a blind eye to all manner of wickedness so long as it does not touch them or their kin. They will bow their heads, condemning those victims for bringing calamity upon themselves, and then they will cast their eyes toward heaven in thanks while their neighbors lay dying around them. But the war is happening here. This is their home, not someone else's. When the Dayan army darkens their doorsteps, perhaps they will understand. When the peace they take for granted is shattered and their sons and daughters slaughtered in the streets, perhaps then they will comprehend the misfortunes they so long pretended not to see. I have no sympathy for them. My goodness, the nastier of the truth, the blunter he gets. Quite a delightful staff officer you have there. He has an undeniable streak of severity in him, but this? Something's bothering him, that's for sure. It's to be expected. Even I'm a bit shocked by this place. Can they truly be as placid as they appear? Soren's a very empathetic young man. The emotions of this place may have proven to be too much for him. Ignoring impending doom because you cannot prevent it. Fatalism is by nature a disheartening beast. Well, for all those born with nothing, there are those born with everything. Perhaps those who never notice the difference are the ones we should envy. What's that supposed to mean? I was talking to myself. Pay me no mind. Now then, I've got to see a man about a ship. While I'm gone, why don't you get your supplies squared away? I'm sure that the journey ahead will require a lot of packing. Ranulf, I'll go with you. No, that's all right. You should supervise the supply acquisition. You're going to be at sea for months, you know. I know that, but what is it, Titania? She's worried about me. She doesn't want to leave a solitary Laguz wandering around a Beorc city. But I thought Crimea and Gallia were allied nations. Why would a wandering Laguz be cause for concern? Well, it shouldn't be, but... Do you remember what King Kynagus told you? The friendship between Crimea and Gallia exists only between the ruling classes. It hasn't taken root in the minds of the common citizenry at all. That being said, things have improved quite a bit since King Ramon ascended to the throne. The reports of hunts and other such horrors have all but disappeared. Oh, don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got connections, see? It's not like I'll be roaming the docks begging for passage. All right then, the job is yours. Please be careful. You too. Don't mess anything up. Alright, so now... Oh, here's a summary of our last battle. New ally, Braum, Kiron, Nephany, and Valk. And our MVP was apparently Oscar. Okay, I'll take it. Ooh, we got a nice bit of... Well, never mind. I misread that, but we got some bonus EXP. So, here we are in the base interface. Ooh, there is one very important conversation here. Not sure... Oh, you get some important information and an item from this. Pardon me, buddy. I haven't seen you around town before. You a traveling mercenary? Yes, I suppose you could say that. Nice sword. You look like a man who knows his business. If you're looking for work, I have a proposition for you. A proposition? I run a vigilante group that helps keep our fair town safe. A strong man like you would be most welcome. Thanks, but I've got something lined up. Oh, really? That's too bad. Heading out to sea? Maybe. Cautious to the end. I like that. Well, just in case you are, I want you to have this. What's this? It's a special sword. It'll come in handy if you ever find yourself at sea. Not that you would. Really? You're giving me a sword? Are you sure? Well, there is one condition. Once you've finished your job, you come back and see me. I'd like you to reconsider that vigilante position. Understood. Thanks again for the blade. You got a Laguz Slayer. That seems a little sketchy. These other conversations probably aren't that important. Merchant. Oh, I think this is a... What do the townspeople think of Dan? You knew that they were coming. Didn't anyone think to flee to Crimea? Flee Crimea? Flee? Don't be absurd! But Crimea lost the war. Yeah, I know, and honestly, that doesn't really affect us common folk, you know? The truth is, we don't care who sits on the throne. To all else, they're all just faithless beings who rule from on high. If they tried to raise taxes or something, you'd better believe we'd protest, but otherwise, I mean, take the King of Dan. He's just another man, right? If we keep working, he can keep living the high life. So it's not like he's gonna treat us poorly or anything. As long as we can live our lives and have a little happiness, we aren't gonna worry about it all too much. Oh, but if we were invaded by Gallia, well, that's a different story altogether. If our country were overrun by those savage beasts, who knows what could happen? Now that scares me. ... What the... Hey, wait, come back! What about my low prices? Now, what was that all about? Racist. Elincia... ... Princess. My Lord Ike. Why are you out here all by yourself? You know, I'm not gonna fully voice all these ones, but, you know, these are just nice little character moments. Not the most interesting thing exactly for a Let's Play, so, and it's kinda awkward for me to try to voice all of it, but, on the other hand, Kieran. Kieran is awesome. Assuming I'm pronouncing his name right, that's always a concern in this game, isn't it? But he's a pretty cool guy. He's an axe knight, as we went over earlier. He's, decently leveled, as it is. He apparently trains a lot, so you'd think he'd be easy to level, but he's not any easier than any other characters, unfortunately. Until we can make our triumphant return to Melior, all I can do is keep training. Ha! Yeah! Ah! Careful, don't pull anything. So that happened. So it looks like this episode is mostly going to be cutscenes and stuff. Don't have that much time left to record here. We never had much money, so my parents gathered some stones from our farm back here at home and put this in this leather pouch. It's not much to look at, but it means a lot to me. Every day I take them out and talk to them like they're my family. How is everyone? I'm out here doing the best I can. Don't worry, I'll be home soon. Just stuff like that. I know it sounds foolish, but if I don't do this, I won't have the courage to fight. Don't worry about my feelings. You can laugh. Acting like this at my age, what a silly man I am. It's not silly, Brom. You're a strong man who has decided to fight for the sake of his family. I know that your family is very proud of you. Thank you, Ike. Thank you. And Neffany. All those cool new party members. Ah, Ike. What is it? Nope, nothing. I'm fine. Are you sure? Yeah, sure, I'm sure. You know it's hard being a prisoner. It's physically and mentally demanding. I need to know. Can you fight? Not a problem. It's easy for you to say, but you sound like you're about to fall over. Oh no, that's a habit. That's just the way I talk. Just talking. Sorry. No need to apologize. As long as you're not feeling ill, everything's fine. Alright, I'll see you later. Right then. Not exactly sure what she was doing. Support conversations. Ike can improve his relationship with Oscar. That could be useful. How's it going, Ike? Oh, hey, Oscar. I'm fine. Actually, I'm kind of worried about something. Can I help? Well, I was trying to figure out how we should fight the Laguz bird tribes. That's odd. I was just thinking about the same thing. When they turn into their true selves, we are forced into a kind of battle that is difficult for us. You're right about that. The Laguz are so strong, I've even seen them shatter boulders with a single blow. What? When did that happen? Okay, whatever. I'll take your word for it, Ike. But he has a point here. Laguz bird tribes are difficult to fight. Well, flying units in general can be kind of annoying because they can just go right through your defenses. I'm actually kind of hoping to get a support relationship available between Soren and some other people. Ike has one, but I want to build it up a little bit more. There's something I was wondering about with Soren. There's an aspect of his character that is kind of important to understanding him that I think is kind of interesting, sort of a bit of the mythology of this game, that you don't really see in this game. I don't know, it might be only in Radiant Dawn, the sequel, or you might see it if you can get support conversations going, but you don't see it if you just rely on other conversations that happen. I'm not really sure, but anyway, I'm not gonna do any spoilers about that or anything. So I'm just sending extra stuff to the convoy. We're not gonna need any keys in this map that's coming up. So there's that. Here's our two Lagoose characters. So we have these three new guys. So Kieran is an axe knight, so I'll probably be giving him some axes. He has a skill called Gamble, which I never really use, because I don't like how inaccurate it makes you. It is a gamble in the most literal sense. Halves your rate to hit, but doubles your critical hit rate. Could be useful if you give him something like a killer axe or something. But also, as you can see, he's level 12 and has an axe skill of C, and pretty good strength, speed, skill, and defense there, so, you know, he's not a bad unit to use. I mean, he's eminently usable right off the bat. Not quite as high level as Oscar, but, stats are almost comparable. Braum has very good defense and pretty good strength and skill, as you can see there, because he's a knight. He's a little under-leveled, but he can be pretty good if you raise him up. He's a little bit odd in terms of knights, in that he doesn't have as good defense and strength as, say, Gatri, but he has better speed and skill, so he's a little bit less over-specialized, which I think is kind of useful, because it means his chances to do things like double-hit enemies, and just his accuracy are increased. And Nefany is a soldier. She's the only soldier you get in this game. In some Fire Emblem games, you don't even get soldiers as playable characters. They're only for enemy grunts. But they're pretty well-balanced units with good skill, speed, and pretty good strength and defense. Nefany I find to be pretty good if you level her up a bit. She's a bit similar to Mia and Marcia in that she can be a little bit hard to use at first. Probably just because she's kind of under-leveled, level 7 there. But I like using her. I'm going to use her. I'm probably going to use all three of these characters, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and outfit them a bit, probably make a custom weapon, give them some vulneraries, that type of thing. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, looks like there might not be all that much actual combat in this episode, but oh well. I just outfitted everyone with some weapons. We should be leaving, but looks like it's going to be a while yet. My Lord Ike, are you ready to go? Me? As long as I've got my sword, I'm always ready. A sword? That's it? If I've got my cape, I can sleep just about anywhere. And as for food, well, something always turns up. That's delightful. It is? Yes, very much so. My fake laughs are awful. What's going on? Why all the excitement? My Lord Ike, there's a crowd gathering at the town entrance. That's... Attention, citizens! We've received reports of Crimean army stragglers hiding in this town. From this point forth, the Dayan army will blockade all points of entry. No one comes or goes without our leave. The harbor is also closed. No ships will be allowed to sail. Ike, Dayan troops have... I know. All we can do is move toward the docks and try not to be discovered. Have you seen Ranulf? Not yet. Wait, here he comes now. Ranulf, over here. Whew, things sure are heating up, aren't they? How are things on your end? Everything's set. All you need to do is sneak down to the harbor. You'll be met there by a man with a dusky pallor. His name's Nasir. Nasir is a man you can trust. I've explained your situation to him, and he's willing to help. If you can reach his ship safely, he'll take care of everything and deliver you to Benyon. Ranulf, aren't you coming too? I was planning on it, but Dan's movements have me concerned. I'll stay behind and see what's going on. Psh! Well, that didn't work out so well. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't watching where I was going. No, pardon me. Ah! Eek! Subhuman! Blast! It's true. A subhuman. How dare you come prowling around here? Beast! You stinking subhumans need to learn your place. Human towns are too good for you. Ew, it's so hairy. Go on, scat! What jerks! I mean, seriously, these people. And Ike and everyone is just sitting there. Mordecai. Ike, we must leave. But no, we have to help Ranulf. All of this noise will attract the attention of Dayan troops. That's why we have to hurry up and help. He'll be fine. Leave him. Ranulf is strong. Even stronger than me. It's alright. Ranulf has no intention of defending himself. Look, he's not even changing forms. I can't just stand by and watch as he gets murdered. Ike, wait. Idiot human. Stop! Get out of my way! Keep your hands off him! Who do you think you are? Why would a subhuman want to protect some subhuman? He's a friend to this monster. I saw them talking earlier. What's that to you? Hey, the Crimean royals had subhuman companions, didn't they? Maybe you're one of those army guys that Dayan troops are searching for. You there, Dayan soldier! Ho! There's some suspicious folk over here. Huh? That way! Hurry! Are you mad? Your king was murdered by Dayan! And now you're going to cooperate with them? Well, I heard the king was teaming up with those subhumans. That's what got him killed. Yeah, that's right. If we need allies, we'll take flesh and blood Inhumans over some fanged subhuman freak. Yeah, at least we know what we're getting. Trust your own kind. You people are insane. And those two Myrmidons that just came back, they're the town vigilantes. That same guy, that same weird, sketchy guy who gave Ike the Laguz Slayer. Turns out they're sort of anti-Laguz group. Ike, what would you have me do? Gallia and Crimea have formed an alliance. I cannot jeopardize that by harming these people, no matter what ill they may bear me. Even if none of them care two figs for their own country? Even if they're citizens of Crimea, after all. Well, I'm not Gallian, so there's no reason for me to hold anything back. Ike, listen to me. They think that you and I are allies. If you attack, it's no different than if I do so myself, so let me guess. You're telling me to avoid the day in pursuit, leave the town vigilantes alone, get them to the docks as soon as possible, find a man named Nasir, and get everyone on his boat. Is that it? Exactly. I don't care what anyone else says, but I think you're pretty bright. Alright, I'll play along, but mark my words, if they attack, heads will roll. But hey, that's not going to do us any good. Well, looks like we've been forced into a battle here, so this is how this mission's gonna start. I don't have too much more time to record, and a lot of the stuff that's happened is gonna be cut out, but still, this episode's starting to drag on a little bit. But might as well include a little bit of combat in here. We get to use a fair number of our units, but I don't think we can fit quite all of them, because we've gotten a lot of units right now. Yeah, Soren, Mist, Lith, and Mordecai. I don't know that I'm really gonna use Mist much. So, I'm going to keep Riss in. I'm going to take out Volk, because there's nothing that needs to be stolen, and put in Soren, and I'm going to leave off the two Laguz. I mean, Laguz can be powerful, but I prefer not to use them. Although, actually, Laguz characters haven't really gotten screen time, because I didn't bring one in last time. So, let's leave off Oscar, since he's our highest level character besides Ike, and bring in Mordecai. Mordecai also has this, although Lith is a little higher level and has that Beort guard. Mordecai, well, he's underleveled, I guess, so I'll bring him. Also, he has those Laguz Stone items. I'm not sure exactly how they work, because I never used them in my practice run, but they, I think, they extend the range you can stay in Laguz form. So we've got Knights and Paladins over here, or, not Paladins, Lance Knights and Sword Knights. Cavaliers, whatever you want to call them, as well as a priest. But this guy's a paladin, he's the boss, Makoya, and he drops another Master Seal. I do kind of want to talk about that. You actually don't... I didn't use the Master Seal on anyone. I did use the Statue Fragment on Marcia, but I didn't use the Master Seal, because you actually don't want to use the Master Seal. It will actually hurt your unit's overall potential for stat growth if you use it. So you actually want to avoid using it, believe it or not. I don't know, repositioning these guys, nothing too important. I'm probably gonna send a couple units over here, cause I want to visit those houses. So, maybe I should send someone with a long movement range, like Kieran could go over here, or Marcia. Maybe that's what I'll do. Marcia will go here, Kieran can go up there. Oh wait, I still have Titania. I should take her out. And I'll put in Oscar. And that's not a visitable house, and that's actually going to be important later on, that particular house. But I think the main body of my units is going to go up here and come around this way, alright? And the others are just going to be brief forays by just a couple guys in here to loot those places. Because you do get items from at least some of those houses. Conditions here, victory is arrive, so we can have anyone arrive at the point, and I don't think we get any bonus if everyone goes... Or no, you don't. It's not like Escape where you can have people go out before Ike does and get bonus EXP. The chapter ends as soon as anyone arrives there. So if you want, you can have, like, Titania or someone just, like, go Rambo and rush them, but... yeah, I would recommend that you, visit the houses and, hey, there's Nasir. Remember we saw him in the earlier in the pirate mission, chapter 3, I think? I would recommend that you go along, loot the houses, get the experience and everything, kill the boss, get the Master Seal. Although the Master Seal, I don't really use them, because as I said, so a Master Seal lets you get a class change instantly to any unit that's level 10 or higher. But the thing is, in this game, unlike in some Fire Emblem games, you don't need an item to get a class change. This guy is pretty, unpleasant. He's threatening to destroy the ship. If he tries to set sail. So, that could present a serious problem. This Makoya guy is kind of a douche. Where's our special guest? I'm right here, General McCoy. Oh, Sir Black Knight, I hope I didn't keep you waiting. No, I just arrived. Let us proceed. I would hear your report. There are no problems whatsoever. I have nothing to report, save the tedium of it all. The farther west we travel, the weaker the Crimean fighting spirit becomes. Each town displays less and less resistance. Now they literally throw wide the gates at our first sign of approach. With duty as humdrum as this, I worry that my troops may become sloppy and lose their edge. As a fellow warrior, I can sympathize with your plight. I thank you for understanding. This town was not scheduled for subjugation until much later. Tell me, why are you here now? Yes, as to that, mere days ago, a castle that held Crimean prisoners of war was attacked and the captives freed. The perpetrators were Crimean soldiers accompanied by subhumans. According to our intelligence reports, their trail led here. I see. The Princess of Crimea is said to have fled to Gallia. If we can capture this band, we may gain information on her location. Do you require my assistance? I thank you for the generous offer. However, if you were to enter the fray, it would be over in a twinkling. My men are starved for combat. I would beg your restraint so that they may be allowed some entertainment. As you will. The field is yours. Turn your soldiers loose, and may their blades run red with glory. Your graciousness is greatly appreciated. Well, that's a little scary. The Black Knight is in town. That could present some problems for us. As I was saying about Master Seals, Ranulf is just gonna run out there, and those guys chase him out there. So there's not actually as many units right over here as you previously thought. I wasn't actually paying that much attention to these units that are right here. Luckily those Wyvern Riders don't enter the fray yet. We haven't seen Wyvern Riders yet, but they can be pretty dangerous. Alright, I think we can send... Soren's gonna work on killing these guys. Yeah, Gust should do a good job here. So as I was saying, Master Seals. Unlike in this game, unlike in some Fire Emblem games, you don't need an item in order to have a class change. You get to level 20, then you level up again, and instead of going to level 21, you'll reset to level 1 in your next class. So the Master Seals aren't necessary in any way, which is kind of odd. I think Huron is actually going to come in here and attack this guy with a short axe. Might be able to kill him, maybe not, because he might miss, but, you know, it's worth a shot. Nice. And... miss. Oh well, but that guy's not as much of a threat now, and he might actually go back to try and heal. Yeah, you don't need the Master Seal to class change. I'll send Boyd up here to help Kieran out. You don't need the Master Seal, and I don't know. I don't, Should she attack the guy first? She'll equip the Iron Lance, and then visit the house, and then she can back up a little bit. Ooh, okay. This lady is sort of helping us out here, and she gives us a Draco Shield. Ooh, I'm glad I went there. Draco Shield's a good item, permanently increases the defense of one character. So that's what item that is. Alright, Rolf, you wanna try attacking this guy? Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, so the Master Seal, the thing is you can use it on units level 10 and up. You don't have to be at level 20 to use it. So you can use it to get a class change early, which will give you a big boost early on, but it'll actually hurt your overall potential because you haven't gone through as many level ups over time. Therefore, your character will permanently have less stats at any given level than they potentially could have after they change classes if you use the Master Seal early. Therefore, Master Seals are kind of useless because you want to get them up to level 20 anyway. So in this game, unlike, say, Sacred Stones where you need items to class change, they're not really useful at all. Oh yeah, Nephany, I gave her a custom steel lance. I noticed it has kind of a three-pronged thing going on with it, so I made it blue and named it Trident. Give it kind of an oceanic theme there. Not terrible rates there, she's safe anyway. But then I realized I had actually forgotten what her lance skill was. It was actually only E, which means she can't use a steel lance, so I had to get her an iron lance in the meantime while her skill increases. So that's too bad. And she's the only one who's missing health, so I'll just heal her. I bought him an extra heal staff as well to heal small injuries. Yeah, Master Seals, you don't need them. They can actually hurt your overall potential. So literally the only time they're useful is if a unit is already at level 20. So I'm going to bring both Braum and Oscar up here. And have them... Ooh, he can actually one-shot that guy. Nice. See, Brom's a knight, so he's slow-moving, low movement range, but he has high strength and defense, and uses lances. Right, we have already used a knight. We had Gatri. What am I thinking? I don't know. And Mordecai at the moment can't really do anything since he's in his human form. We have to wait for him to transform. And also, of note is this guy up here named Zehark. However you pronounce his name. He's a Myrmidon, and like Mia, and he is actually recruitable. And you have to have... Oh, I should have moved Mordecai further. You can have Ike talk to him, or you can also recruit him by talking to him with any Laguz character. Mordecai or Leth will both work. So, I'm gonna hope he doesn't, like, attack one of my guys and kill them. But if you put a Laguz character up there, I should have put Mordecai up there. If you put a Laguz up there, thank you for that unnecessary critical, Oscar. If you put a Laguz up there, he will actually just go down and talk to them and join your party of his own accord. So that's kind of cool. Hey, are there really subhumans about? Oh yeah, no mistake about it, and I'll as soon kill you as look at you. Where are they? They're over there, cunning beasts. We're just about to start flushing them out of hiding. I see. If you find one, be sure to give me a call. I like that guy. He came to our little town just for the chance to hunt subhumans. Huh, that seems to contradict what I just said, doesn't it? I think I'm actually gonna stop the recording just after this turn. I gotta stop, and this episode's getting a bit too long. But yeah, so don't use the Master Seal on a character early. It's tempting to use one right away to give them a boost by making them an upgraded class right off the bat. It's actually really gonna hurt you in the long run, so don't use it. But if a character has already hit level 100... Oh crap, Zehark attacking the guy. Luckily he didn't get a critical, despite the killing edge having an increased crit rate. And he got the double hit, but neither of them died, so if we can get Ike or Mordecai up there in time, and it looks like we can get Ike up in there in time, we should be good. Just have to move Brom out of the way. Good thing he didn't attack Oscar, because Oscar is just critting it up in here! Man, that is pretty awesome. So it looks like we've just killed all the town vigilantes, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, if a unit already is at level 20, you can use the Master Seal on them to, Ooh, nice critical, Marcia. Nice job. My characters are doing a good job today. Yeah, you can use a Master Seal on a character who is already at level 20 just to save you the bonus EXP, and it won't hurt anything, and it'll just get them basically one level's worth of EXP and get them a class change. But that's the only time in which it won't actually hurt your stats overall, so I kind of don't like them. I might just sell them. More likely, I will use them when characters are already at level 20 and just save myself some bonus EXP. Although it's probably better off in the long run to just sell them. I don't know. Things aren't looking quite so good for Kieran up there. I might send in my other units from down there, like Mia and Marcia, to go up and help them. Yeah, I really gotta end this off soon, but as soon as the player phase starts again, we are going to recruit Zehark, and then we're gonna end it off, okay? And I'm guessing that's the last thing these enemies are gonna do, except that guy randomly moving forward, and that guy who's a thief, who I think is capable of burning down houses. Alright, so we're gonna move Brom. Well, Brom will move up here and attack this archer, I think. And my dogs are moving around upstairs. They always do that. Luckily, this time I don't think it's because someone's walking in the door. Okay, yeah, I'm not an especially productive little battle there, but okay. Oh, crap. He doesn't have the option to talk. I think I may have screwed this up. Maybe it has to be a Laguz character, and we can't shove Zehark around. Crap. 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 I have seriously messed this up, I do believe. Looks like you definitely want to start this battle. I don't know, I'm just gonna have to end this off here. We'll sort this out next time. Looks like I may have given some bad advice here, and you may have to start this battle with a Laguz character up here so you can go up and recruit him right away. I think I messed this up. I don't know if any of these characters can actually talk to the guy. So, I don't know. I'm gonna suspend. I'm gonna end this off here. I'm the Nufferdog. I will see you guys next time with more Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Bye!